Andrea, thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank you, David, for having me this morning.
Tell me about Belle Pastries and tell me about the challenges that you and your husband have been facing uh, as COVID came into the region starting in March of this year.
Belle Pastry is French bakery that my husband owns, and he's also the pastry chef of the bakery. He's actually a second generation baker from Paris. When COVID started back in February, March timeframe, the bakery business actually dropped by about 70%. So ever since then, we've been thinking about, how we can reinvent ourselves, how we can be innovative and also helpful and collaborative, not only to support our business, but to work with other businesses.
70% is a really significant drop in business. For a lot of businesses, that is beyond devastating. What did you do?
To be honest, we were terrified and panicked a little bit. But like any challenges in life, we wanted to head the challenges and the crisis head on. We didn't want to run away from it. A couple of our customers reached out to us pretty early on during COVID, saying that they would like to buy pastries, but they didn't want to, eat them or take them home. They would like us to deliver them to hospitals and clinics. And that gave me an idea of, why don't we sort of make it more formal or easier for people to participate in a pastry donation or a pastry program like this. Over the past few months, we were able to deliver over 3,300 pastries to different clinics, hospitals, and nonprofit organizations in the Pacific Northwest area. And another program that we started a few weeks ago, we started another webpage for people to donate and purchase pastries for those in need. And so far, we were able to raise enough money to purchase pastries and meals for more than 200 people in just less than 1 week's time.
Andrea, part of the impact of COVID is the Hmong flour growers in our region. They sell wholesale, but then they also sell at Pike Place Market, and all of that has been closed. Tell me a little bit about what you've been doing to support the Hmong community.
I remember it's back at when COVID first started. I saw on Facebook that someone was telling the community that there is this flower farmer that will be selling flowers in a parking lot. And I went there to pick up a couple of bouquets. And at that time, an idea just struck me. In front of our bakery, there's a really good sized sidewalk that people could set up a tent and start selling flowers there too. So I started searching on Facebook and websites to see whether there are other flower vendors that would enjoy a free space like that. And that's how we got the flower program started.
Well, you're certainly working in two amazing areas with pastries and flowers in our trying times, because pastries and flowers bring a lot of joy to people, especially when people are struggling.
Yes, I completely agree. When I remember when I first had this idea, I wasn't really thinking as much about what would bring joy to people's life. But then, as soon as I started posting on Facebook and telling our customers and friends about it, a lot of people mentioned that this is exactly what they needed in a time of uncertainty and a lot of stress and even ordeals. They really wanted something that's comforting and that reminds them what's really great and beautiful about life.
So I've been watching you talk here at all of these wonderful pastries behind your head, and I haven't eaten yet today. So if I wanted to partake in Belle Pastries, how could I go about doing that?
So we offer a lot of ways for customers to, get the pastries and the desserts that they like. Bakery is open 7 days a week. We're located at 10373 Main Street in Bellevue, and that's at the crossroad of Bellevue Way and Main Street. We also have a website, and we are on Uber Eats and DoorDash.
Andrea, thank you so much for coming on to the show and for this delicious interview.
Thank you again, David, for having me, and thank you and your organization and media so much for helping small businesses to get the word out there and to share our stories. Thank you.